Hey guys, Omni here. We are back for episode 7 of season 1 of The Sandman over on Netflix. The last episode took us on a little tour and adventure and outing with death as Dream, after everything that's been going on, having completed his quest, is again kind of lost and doesn't know exactly what to do after having such a strong goal and purpose, going back to the just kind of mundane nature of his post, while she kind of opens him up to kind of the finer nuances of what they do, and that's kind of symbiotic nature that they have with the human race. And it was just really beautiful, especially having such a very different kind of personification of death in such a warm and compassionate way. It was just such a strong and beautiful episode, going into as well him finding ways to understand and appreciate humanity, find companionship along the way when they test some of their theories about, people longing for death and not wanting to live in this world and stuff like that by giving this one dude immortality. And every 100 years he would check in with him, hear his story, and see if he wants to continue living. And the guy persists to the point where, even in his frustration, Dream struggles to admit that he's grown fond of this companionship. And they reunite in the end. And it was just a beautiful, beautiful episode, man. This show so far is just, I don't know, man. It's a joyous watch. Through all of its darkness and all that, there's still so much appreciation and love for humanity, for life, for all these smaller things. And I really enjoy Dream's growth throughout this. It's just a lot of fun. I did check because I still had DC Universe Infinite to see if they had any of the Sandman comics on there, and they only have the first 8 issues, which, I mean, thankfully for me, doesn't spoil anything for the show or season 2, because it doesn't get too far. But I read a couple of the first issues of it, and it's just like, I don't know, man. They did a great job adapting what I've seen and read so far. I don't want to get too far ahead because I don't want to spoil anything they plan on addressing in the show or anything I haven't got to yet. So I didn't get too far into it. But we're going to go ahead and hop into episode 7, guys. So if you're new to the channel, if you're part of that 68% of people that are tuning in and just not hitting that subscribe button, I really hope if you enjoy this reaction, maybe you'll consider hitting it this time at the end. Maybe even leave a like. I really appreciate it. If you want to see the full-length reaction to this in watch-along format, you can check that out over on Patreon, or if you become a member of the channel, it gets you access as well. You get the same thing for all the other shows we cover on the channel. You also get to help vote on what we add to our movie watch-along list every month. We got monthly Q&As, behind-the-scenes footage. It just goes towards building out the channel, helping us get help with editing, expanding the types of reactions and videos that we can do here for you guys. But, of course, I know how we can do that. And a simple way you can help us out is just by liking, commenting, subscribing, sharing these videos, because that engagement really does help us a long way with YouTube on the algorithm side of things. But guys, that all said and down the way, let's hop into episode 7, The Doll's House. That's got me a little nervous. All right, here we go. Rose Walker.
Don't forget these.
Batman. Wonder Woman. Oh, he's got a Static Shock shirt on.
You want to put your shoes on for me?
Wait, man, wasn't that the girl from the phone talking to the girl in the diner? Because when it popped up on her phone, I thought it said Rose.
He doesn't want us to go.
I know.
And he had a couple of other books that said, like, the Corinthian on it.
He's not in a listening mood.
He's just doing this out of spite. What happened to shared custody?
I can't take Jed without your dad's permission. Say goodbye to your brother.
Oh, wow.
Are you there, my sister? Will you talk to me, Queen of Despair?
I'm always ready to listen to your desire.
Okay, so this is Desire.
Roderick Burgess was a diversion. It was a dream vortex. The first for a long time.
What? Ugh.
She is already doing what vortexes do, bringing in everything and everyone to her, including Morpheus.
Hi, it's Rose Walker, Miranda's daughter. It's at least 7 years old, but you can see his face really clearly in it. The foster agent wouldn't tell us where she placed Jed. You said we could hire a private investigator. Well, I assume my mom's estate would cover the cost.
Wow. So after all of that, they just never got to see each other again?
Life is too short not to enjoy business class.
Have you heard about the Vortex? Everyone's talking about it.
Everyone?
Okay, yes, that was Rose in that episode. I just had to check for myself. Oh, hello. Repairs are going nicely, it seems.
1,062 of them.
Wow. Someone's been busy.
Yes, well. 3 of the major arcana are gone. The first is gold.
She is a shape changer. It is not in her nature to be trustworthy.
The Corinthian.
I assumed as much. Still feeding on the dreamers he was meant to serve.
The last is Fiddler's Green.
Fiddler's Green. That is passing strange. He is, after all, Vavasor of his own dominion and always so reliable.
There are rumors among the dream folk of a vortex. Perhaps you might wish to investigate.
The rumors are quite true. There is a vortex.
Ooh,
And the
whoa.
enemies are forbidden from taking action against any mortal who is not an active threat. I think it best I not leave the dreaming unattended for now.
I could go.
Very well. Lucienne will tell you what to look for, Matthew, and what you see, I too will see.
Rose? I just had the weirdest dream. Hi, I'm Rose. Is this the Foundation headquarters?
This is a private care home for the elder. My client is a resident. Shall we go in?
You must be Rose.
I am.
My name is Unity Kinkade.
Is this?
Oh, that was mine when I was a girl.
It looks brand new.
It might as well be. I didn't get a chance to play with it.
Why not?
The doll's house was a gift for my 12th birthday. The doctors tell me that on that night I fell ill, encephalitis lethargica.
Rise and shine,
Oh. Wow, cool.
In my dreams, I had the most glorious life. And I met a man with golden eyes. And we had a baby. But it wasn't until I woke up that I found out that none of it was real. Except for the baby. Apparently, while I was asleep, I had a baby girl. They hushed it up at the time, but Mr. Holdaway found out that she was adopted by a fine family. And that she grew up to have a daughter of her own.
That's questionable, though. Oh, somebody would have had to have... Oh, no.
My grandmother Rose. And I'm sorry to have brought you here under false pretenses, but...
Oh, wow.
People have already bought tickets.
Not as many people as last year.
All the more reason to go big. Who's the one person we'd all pay to see?
The Corinthian. How old do you think he is?
The Corinthian.
The waiter.
Too old for you.
He looks younger.
What the fuck?
This was last week in DC.
Oh.
So he's on the East Coast.
Wait, what the fuck? Wait, what are they doing?
Do you think the Corinthian has a type?
May I help you?
Oh, fuck.
I can give her a message.
Yeah, how long do you think she'll be away?
A week? But you're welcome to wait.
A convincing collection would take months of research. We'd need the right tools. Plus, why would the Corinthian even care about a copycat? Well, I'd care.
Like, are they human killers? Or are they like demons or dreams or nightmares too? Like, they're talking about like a serial killer convention. So they just assume that the Corinthian is one too?
I want dessert. Where's the waiter?
We have a plan. We are sending a message to the Corinthian, and the waiter isn't coming back.
Whoa.
Oh my god. Okay. Rosebud.
We can't protect you from life, my posy, and the things that hover beyond life. Beware dreams and houses. Ask the wrong question. Had you asked the right one, we could have warned you. Against the Corinthian, told you about Jet and about Morpheus.
Dude, these fates are wicked, man. I love it.
When my mom got sick, Lyda and her husband basically adopted me.
Which makes you and your husband my family too.
Aw.
I just need to find a job first.
What if I employ you?
To do what?
To locate my great-grandson.
This is the best house-sitting gig I've ever had.
Did they do the whole do while he still had his glasses on? Because I feel like if he took them off, there'd be a little bit of an interruption. Or who knows? It is extra mouths after all. Yeah, look, there she was. The girl from the diner.
I think with Rose at my side, I could put my boss out of business. Yeah, I gotta get to work.
They got his attention.
You sure you don't have time for just one more round? Maybe this time without the dark glasses.
So he did keep the glasses on.
Should ask Rose to call me.
I think that dude's lucky to be fucking alive.
Poor kid.
There is a brother, Jed Walker, and someone else.
Is it true?
Yo!
Yes. The plans for the new Celesterium have been approved.
I'm not here to talk construction. I'm here to talk about the Vortex.
That's Mark Hamill, man.
And sending Matthew to watch her in the waking world.
Who's Matthew?
Merv, it's me.
Stop. He's sending the new kid? You've been here for 5 minutes. Do you even know what to watch for?
No.
Dude, I love this design. He's almost like stop motion animated too. Oh, that's cool.
Any unusual behavior?
Said the pumpkin to the talking bird.
There's like a low frame rate motion to his eyes and stuff.
Everyone knows you secretly run this place.
I got no problem with that.
Atta bird.
Damn, that was such a good... I love the way they enter and exit like the dream realm.
We met on the phone when I made the reservation.
I may have told Rose my life story.
I definitely told Hal mine.
Hi.
Hi, I'm Ken.
I'm Barbie.
I may have told them your life story as well, but it's just to spread the word about your brother. It's not because we were gossiping.
We were sorry to hear about your mother's death.
Chantal and Zelda live upstairs across the hall from you.
We possess the largest collection of stuffed spiders in private hands on the eastern seaboard.
Great.
They're really very sweet.
Are they...
Sisters, mother, daughter, lovers, nobody knows.
Is there anyone else who knows everything about us?
No secrets in this house. We're just one big, odd, happy family.
Seems like a little odd. That is a very apt description.
Are you prepared to raise a 12-year-old boy by yourself at your age? Do you have a job? Healthcare? Jed's fosters were friends of your dad's. Jed's doing just fine.
Hey! You've returned.
You've returned.
Starting here, starting now, honey, everything's coming. Roses. Take a bow, honey, everything's coming.
I'm still suspicious of this house, man, but I don't know. Maybe this is the paranoia that this show likes to build with everything that's going on. But we'll see. This does seem like a great way to drop the guard down, though.
It'll be great. I can tell. Humming of roses.
Hello?
I'm surprised she's getting a call right now. It's really late where they would be.
Your friend not there? I'll be your friend. And a girl like you should be alone.
Maybe it's a dream. Like a daydream.
You'll excuse me if I intrude.
Thank you, but that won't be necessary, sir.
Whoa.
Shall we call the police?
I think I just need to get home.
The name's Gilbert, by the way.
Are you the Gilbert who lives in Hell's Attic?
The very same.
Okay.
What is she doing in Florida?
Looking for her missing brother.
I can't find him either.
Yeah, it's because he's missing.
He's missing from the dreaming.
What the fuck?
Why only the eyes?
They are the window to the soul.
And they're really hard to get out without popping them.
Hmm.
The trick is to use your thumbs. I assume you were trying to get my attention. Now that you've got it, tell me why I shouldn't kill you.
We would like you to be our guest at our annual gathering of collectors.
People who share our hobby.
Since you are the current Corinthian, you might deliver the keynote speech.
Current.
Well, in that case, I wonder if I might bring a guest.
A fellow collector?
Oh, somebody who can take our shared dreams to a whole new level.
Hmm.
Oh yeah, well, where I come from, they call her the Vortex.
Shit, dude. I love Boyd's performance, man. It's so good. It's so menacing, charming, and just a weird amalgamation of all of it, man. It's just juicy. Like them eyeballs.
The last nightmare Jed Walker had before he disappeared was of Galt. He's Rose Walker's brother. She is the Vortex.
Hmm.
I am Rose Walker.
Whoa!
What do you know about my brother, Jed?
Holy shit.
Help me! What are you doing here? Hey, what happened? Uncle Barnaby said he's gonna lock me in the cellar. What did you do? We have to get away from him, both of us, right now. Where would we go?
The hell is going on out here?
I found Jed. I was just gonna bring him home.
Jed's coming home with me.
What the fuck? Dude, I love how, like, so many of these elements, so we've kind of seen, like, teased, dropped, and set up in other episodes, all kind of weave and connect later as all, and it's all kind of, like, connected by the fates, and I guess that's part of it, too, like, that all these things are weaving in and out of each other's lives and different ways that we don't necessarily know, from Unity in the first episode of the show to Rose popping up just as a face on a phone, a name on a phone in episode 5, to being a pivotal part of this story moving forward. It's really interesting, really. Man. And I'm curious about this, like, subplot right now and how it's going to come back around, because we still have the thread of the Corinthian going through all of it, because that hasn't been resolved. He's still trying to... Now he's after Rose to use her and her Vortex nature against Morpheus. And she has the potential to destroy the waking world and the dreaming. Which is interesting. Like, how... I'm still curious to how that, like, affects our world, like the living world, the waking world. But, like, seeing how all these things are just kind of, like, funneling around her, and then we've got this interesting collection of characters at this, like, bed and breakfast type boarding house that they arove in Florida. I don't know. They just seem like... They seem like a welcoming, odd collection of characters, but at the same time, almost everything odd in this show has made me, like, a little defensive. Like, especially the ones that seem to be, well, extremely, like, amiable and for welcoming. But who knows? So far, they seem to be on the okay side of things. But we'll keep an eye on them. But with the Corinthian, he's known in the serial killer community, because apparently there's one of those, so where they have, like, a serial killer convention, and they are wanting to have him as their guest of honor. So in order to try to get in contact with him, they copycat at him and then lure him in. It's like, oh, that sounds like a good idea. It's kind of funny though. But seeing Matthew, Lucien, and Dream try to figure out what is going on with Rose, what happened to these other 3 unaccounted for nightmares or dream entities. I don't think they were all mentioned to be nightmares. They called them a specific term, but I don't recall exactly what it was. Arcana or something, the 3 Arcana or something were gone, and it was Gold, the Corinthian, and I forget the third. But one may be linked in with what's going on with Jed. So apparently the family that he was fostered to is not that great. Thank you, social worker, for being able to keep in check on this. So this kid is being threatened with being locked in a cellar, thrown in a trunk. Even the wife of this dude is like on edge around this guy. So that's great. And for whatever reason, Jed hasn't been able to enter the dreaming in who knows how long. He's just been absent from that connection. So can you sleep but not? I mean, I know I sleep, but I don't recall ever dreaming sometimes. Only some nights do I actually dream. So I'm wondering if like that's all that is. Like, can he still sleep even if he can't access the dreaming, or has he been awake this entire time? It's just kind of a question I have in my head right now. I don't know how relevant that is right now, but somehow he has been disconnected by the dreaming. And that all humans, as we learn from Dream, are just born connected to it, as we spend like a third of our lives in the dreaming. So like, it's pretty interesting to see, like, it's just really interesting and beautiful how Neil Gaiman has crafted in all these kind of like aspects of human life, personified them, and explored them in like these very interesting and nuanced ways where we can think about, you know, dreaming, for example, in a different light than just, you know, what we do when we sleep, by making this big larger than life thing that connects all of us, and how it pushes our lives forward. It's not just this absent-minded thing we do when we check out and we're recharging for the night. Like that, it energizes us, it pushes us forward, it innovates, it's our longings, our desires, and all these other things. And then we also got the flip side where desire and despair apparently have been orchestrating these traps for Dream more than once, more than the one project time. For what end? I don't know. It seems to be like a petty squabble because they seem to think that Morpheus thinks that the dream world is a better, more important, more relevant kingdom than their realm of despair and desire. Seems a little petty. Do they have anything to do with this missing sibling? The prodigal? Whoever that is? What do they, like, lord over? We've hinted that earlier in the conversations with, actually it was mentioned that it was like while Morpheus was gone, the prodigal went missing, I think is what they said, but that there's 2 of these entities that while he was captured at the Burgess estate, that means there was 2 of these deities, these world governing entities were absent from their post. Which makes me just wonder, what's the prodigal's post? And is that something in the background that we've been seeing in our world that is absent, is what I'm kind of curious about. I don't want answers, because there's probably answers to that in the comics and stuff like that. These are rhetorical questions regarding that. I want to know as the show explains it, but just where my head's at the moment. And I'm curious to see what Desire and Despair's plans moving forward, especially with this Vortex. So not only does the Corinthian want the Vortex, they also are after it to kind of give them an edge against Morpheus. So it's kind of nuts, man. 3 episodes to go. Guys, What do you think of the episode? Sound off the comments. Let me know your thoughts down below. We'll carry on the conversation after the video. Feel free to join us on our Discord. We could talk about it there as well. Links to that in all my social in the description box. Follow me in each and every one of those. Remember, if you want to see the full-length reaction, check it out over on Patreon, or if you become a member of the channel, gets you access to that also. And make sure to subscribe and stick around, because the next episode will be out tomorrow, and we will be continuing this journey, and we got a whole bunch of shows coming down the pipeline that I think you guys might be interested in. That said, though, before we go, I want to shout out our channel legends: Mandy Sherritt, Ryan Karen, Jason Coleman, Philly Vane, Yori Corey Scott, Margaret Grace, Mary Bradley, Melita, Robert Anguiano, and Raven McGann. Thank you guys so much for your continued support. But that's it for this video, guys, and I'll see you all in the next one. Take care, everybody.